gonna take $6,000-7,000 home on my home, which is great. But
what you doing with it?
What you doing with it? What you doing? We are live. We are live. It's okay. That's okay. It's all good. It is all good. Welcome to another week of the Vegas Live podcast, man. Welcome to my crew. We got Big Tank in the building. We ain't seen him in a while. So welcome, Tank. How you feeling, man?
feeling pretty good.
Pull that mic around, Tank. Pull that mic around for you. My bad. That's my bad. Nope, I don't hear you because I ain't got your mics on. That's why.
All right,
I ain't got your mics on.
There you go. What up, Tank?
All right.
What's up? I don't know what happened to my background. All my stuff is just gone. But you know what? We're gonna go live. We're gonna do it. Reg, how you doing, man? Welcome back for another week, man. How you feeling?
Great, man. All good over here, man. Yeah.
It's all good. Another good week.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
far. So Tank, man, tell us what's been going on. Look at Jake got locked up in here.
Let me get him out. You want me to get him out?
Yeah, please, man.
Man, like I said, been coaching football. It's the last time I was here, so that's pretty much
That's
it.
pretty much about it, man.
Football.
I see you, but I see you still getting your walk on. You've been, I see you still exercising. You looking slim and trim over there, man. Why? What's going on? Hey, Ken, real quick, Tank, before you answer that, Ken, that link will be the same link. Top Shelf, that link will be the same link. Y'all jump up on here, man. If y'all ain't doing nothing, jump up on here. Ken and Theo, y'all hit that link. If y'all need it again, I'll send it again. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tank.
Yeah, I'm just still getting to walk on this. Now that the weather changing, it's a little difficult to get out there in that cold air.
You got to put that Under Armour on. Get you one of those face masks.
I know that, but if you wake up and your mind ain't in the right place, it'd be like,
yeah, ain't going out there.
No, that's right. I'm gonna drop him off. I'm going back to the house.
That's a good point. If your mind ain't in the right place,
yeah, mine got to be in the right place.
It is because you can talk. You can think yourself out of doing it. Like you have plans going to the gym. You're like, man.
Definitely.
That's why I say prepare the night before.
Yeah.
Set your stuff out that you're gonna put on because we'll look for any excuse to back out. Like, nah, I'm good.
Man, I used to put my stuff in the car, so if I go home, I know it ain't coming out. So it's already in the car, change in the parking lot in the gym, and go in.
Yeah.
Good to go, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all I'm looking to do right now. We're gonna give me that little cheap membership again and start going inside and start, because like I said, kind of like the body kind of plateaued out there just to walking, and then when you don't do it and you go back out there, because I run a little bit and that shit, you be like, damn, your knee hurting, your ankle hurting, your hip. Man. You be like, hold up. I ain't did nothing but that extra pounder. Treadmill and the track is two different things.
It sure is.
What's the biggest difference you think?
That see, the treadmill, you still stationary, because the ground is moving up under you.
Mm-hmm.
That track, I mean, if you on concrete, if you on that rubber, you're going to feel it. It's going all through your body. You're going to feel that.
That whole body is moving.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing I noticed, the treadmill versus the track. Detroit, what's cracking, man?
What up, though, fellas? What up, though, Tank? What up, though?
What's going on now?
What's going on?
All right.
The biggest difference I've noticed with the treadmill versus the track, when my knee be hurt now. So when I used to run around to the gym, I wasn't pacing myself. So I'm like, I'm running too damn fast. That treadmill, you can kind of pace.
Yeah.
Pacing yourself.
You think that mind is telling you 17.
Right.
The body told you, hell no,
right.
55, now like 54, whatever.
I'm on 53. Yeah.
Okay. But whatever them numbers is, that body will tell you different.
Right,
Because your mind shit, I tell them kids all the time, can't beat me running. I had a little kid challenge me on the track, because I coach track too. He challenged me. I'm like, okay, goddamn, you can't let this little dude beat you. So I get out there. I told him, I said, I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated with 12 and under. I'm undefeated. I say, so you in trouble, partner. He took off, cheated. I'm like, damn, now I really got to work to get him. We ran about 60 meters, I called him and passed him. Just happened to be an old man standing at the finish line.
Oh, yeah.
He said, the old man got you. Told him, he was mad. Oh, he was mad. But I say, 12 and under, I'm undefeated. I ain't letting too many 12-year-olds outrun me unless you just one of them super fast kids.
12, 12. When you get to like 15, 16, then it's like, nah, I can't.
Yeah.
I think the last time I raced a youngster was some years ago, right outside. And I had to get, I had to cheat.
Yeah.
I took off on it. I'm like, I ain't about to.
that concrete will tell on you.
Yeah, we was like neck and neck. Ken, how you been doing? How you been doing?
Good, man. My life. We winning, we winning.
That's where I was about to go. Y'all got another victory, man.
Yeah, we got Green Bay this weekend. I'm going down to Texas next weekend for that game.
Okay. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that concrete to get you, man. When you're outside running, that's why I go get on that treadmill.
Yeah.
You get on that treadmill.
Even walking, because you know all the uneven grounds and all that shit. You step on rocks, the ground be cracked up and all that. That makes hip and everything.
Right. And really, I want to make that part of our Reg. I want to make that part of our regular where we talk about health and fitness because you know we can get on here, we can bullshit, and we can chop it up about everything that's going on in the world. But as we get older, and especially when we see some of our people we went to school with, we like, damn, what you doing? Like you need to do some walking, get in shape, do something, man.
That's them chicken wings, burgers, and pizzas.
Right. So it's always good to talk about health, especially amongst Black men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're not going to the doctor. We're not exercising like we should. We're not eating like we should. So I think that's something we should implement with it. And we haven't got to do it weekly, but just to touch on it, man. You're working out, you're doing something, and when you see somebody out there, hey man, what you doing?
And that's another, that's another thing, man. It's easier to eat bad than it's easier to eat bad than like get your salad and chop it up and get it right.
Hey, that's all they selling.
It's too fast.
Bad. That's all they selling you is bad. Anywhere you go, because like I say, if you ain't going to the grocery store to buy some real groceries, because you can go there and buy bullshit too. Mm-hmm. But if you going, like I say, today I stopped at Jack in the Box and got a chicken sandwich. Yeah. Even though I sound like chicken sandwich good, I don't know what bullshit they done put in it.
Shot up
what you and that it's that mind thing.
Yeah.
Look, that's one thing I was thinking this whole week is discipline. The lack of discipline, I should say. You know what I mean?
Hard. That's the hardest thing right there.
No, what's up, bro? You want to join the panel? Let me know, man. I will definitely send you the link if you want to join it, man. We trying to get everybody up here. We got Theo, we got Big Theo, T streaming in the building. What is cracking? But Tank, look, this one I'm gonna tell you what I did on Monday, right? Because I usually in my route, my pool route, I got a little route. But as soon as I head down Cheyenne and I get to what's that Simmons, they got that crunchy chicken.
You can't pass it,
but I said I ain't stopping that crunchy chicken today. I'm making that right on Simmons and keep on going. Shit, I shot through that light, made that right in that gas station. Crispy, crunchy chicken, and I know that shit ain't good for me.
What you get the 6 fingers in the corn?
Nah, I got the little two-piece dark.
2-piece special.
That little 2-piece dark, man. And I know I said, I've been saying I need to make my lunch so I don't fall into those traps. You know what I'm saying? I don't fall into those urges because when you always moving and you ain't got nothing to grab, it's more likely you pass a Popeyes, you pass something, you going, man, I gotta feed, I gotta grab something.
Because if you make your lunch, you ain't gonna throw that away for one of them places. You're gonna eat what you
right. You're gonna eat them tuna sandwiches or whatever.
But you know they working on you every day anyway. If you're watching TV, and you see those commercials, and you see that new shit they got, and you be like, I'm gonna try that
shit. Tank, I ain't been to McDonald's in a minute, but I'm looking.
I don't eat McDonald's.
No. I'm that chicken Big Mac. I was looking at that, but I read the comments. I used 3 rolls of tissue.
I seen that shit. I was like, no. But
welcome, Theo. What's cracking?
Hey, how you doing? What up, bro?
Seeing the boy on Facebook get the what's that fish fillet Big Mac? Looking good.
Fish fillet Big Mac.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, they got that. Homeboy asked him to make it personally for him. Personally.
Yeah.
Like, can y'all do this for me? And they put extra tartar sauce on it and shit for him.
Fish fillet Big Mac. Yeah, man. So we got to start eating better. Theo, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Good. Pittsburgh going to the bye with the victory. You know what I'm saying?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Detroit.
Go ahead.
Detroit gonna lose this week. Yes, sir.
You want to put something on it?
We can talk offline.
All right.
Make a gentleman's bet. Just make $1, man. Somebody, make it $1.
$2, man. $2.
All right, these last $2.
Yeah.
Johnny Taylor.
You say them last $2. Huh?
Yeah.
Last $2, man. I hear y'all, man. Well, we got 5 days into this election. By this time next week, we'll know who the new president is. The president is of these United States, man. So, man, Tank, I don't know how you feel about the election. I'm not sitting up here asking you to. Everybody else, I kind of know where they're going. You know what I mean? But let me ask you this, Tank. Have you voted yet?
I voted, like I said, last week when y'all was talking about it, and when I made the comment, I voted for neither.
Oh,
like
really?
I said, I didn't take down one of them. I went with the fucking independent party. I think it was one guy that I believe I clicked on that. I know I didn't go Kamala or Trump because both of them giving me bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like I said, Kamala, she don't know what the hell she want to be. She say she black, she say she Indian, she say she Asian, she Puerto Rican, she whatever she fit in. Wherever you dump her ass at, that's what she becomes. So you know what I'm saying. And then she told me she's not willing to change anything that Biden did. Right. Biden didn't do a whole bunch of great shit. I mean, a lot of shit went up. People don't be looking at that. If you're not into business, you just stuck on being a Democrat because your parents.
That's what your mama did. Your grandmama did.
Yeah. Right. So you was raised to be a Democrat. So I changed my party probably like 2 elections ago. You know what I'm saying? To independent. And when you do go independent, you don't get all that bullshit come to your house for you neither.
Oh man, you know what? I need to try that. Well, I'm gonna still get because my wife, she
you still get it because I got my wife, my boys, they got the address there. But I went that way, like I tell everybody, your local government is mainly what you need.
That's what
you need to focus on because that's who gonna affect you the most. These presidents, and I think I heard Theo say it. With the Mason thing, you know what I'm saying? She's a female. She can't be a Mason. The rest of the world is waiting to see what happened here in America. Because say she do become president. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? They ain't afraid of that bitch. That's just how they look at it. Man, they got a bitch running the country. Oh, we coming to get him. She emotional anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might be able to lead from the back, but in the front, being that person out front, you can say with Barack, she'll get a whole bunch of shit about. You know what I'm saying? But now you got this here with her out there. How strong is she gonna be?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you surprised me. I thought you was going all the way Kamala, bro.
I changed up for a reason. I didn't change it. And this kind of me and Theo talking when we was at the dump. Before I left there, man. We were talking about Trump. You know what I'm saying? Trump. What gets him in trouble? It's the bullshit he say.
Right.
If he don't say all the bullshit that he say, he'll have so many more people voting for him. But he say so much bullshit, with he make the racist stuff because I don't like I heard y'all talking about the racist stuff. Is he racist or is he prejudiced? It's two different things. Right. Like I say, and I kind of looked at it a little bit myself. Racist is like I say that race feel that they're superior than everybody, just like. Right. With us, when you ask black people, we racist because we think we better than everybody, and I believe we are, but we just got to come together and make that happen. But we ain't done that as a people,
And hold it right there. I'm gonna get to that. Right. Reg, how you feeling?
Are
you ready? Are you ready for this shit to be over? Are you ready for this election shit to be over? Are you ready for the back and forth? What you?
I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of getting text messages, phone calls, shit in my mail, shit on my door. Whoever win, we gonna have to roll with it anyway. So that's one man with it.
Right. Theo, how you feeling?
Man, I'm proud to be American, man. I'm proud to be American, and I'm gonna go with the American. I ain't gonna go with the outsider.
Okay, I know Detroit don't care.
Wait, which is which?
I figured it out. Shit,
I'm talking about which is American. I know you ain't talking about, man. The people came over here on boats too.
Man, I understand, but Reg, like we don't talk before, man. We proud to be American. All 6 of us, ain't nobody going nowhere. Ain't nobody going nowhere. So
you said what?
You told me to go somewhere and live. So you told me to go live somewhere else, another country. You told me to go live in another country. Huh?
You ain't
going. I'll go live in another country in a heartbeat.
No, he told me to go one of them third worlds, Detroit. I told him
to go visit. I told him to go visit Detroit.
What Trump call them countries? The little shitholes.
Yeah, what old boy said about
Puerto Rico. We in this shithole.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna get to that too. So look, I want to ask y'all a question, man, about this whole election thing, because what I've been seeing online is that it's creating a whole lot of division. In America, it's creating a whole lot of division. And it seems like it's creating a whole lot of division amongst black people, black folks, because you have more black folks openly now supporting Trump You know, back in 2016, you didn't have that. Black folks you just say, I'm not voting.
Right.
You would get jumped on by saying that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, you know what the hell with it. I'm openly just saying. Like last 2 times Trump ran, I didn't vote for. I just didn't vote.
Right.
I just I'm just gonna sit out. You know what I mean? Because I was drinking, I was buying into all the rhetoric that I was hearing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what do you guys think about the division that is creating in America and amongst black people in general, black men and women are bickering back and forth? If you guys have been paying attention online,
man, people get like you say, G. People get real offensive. Our black people get real offensive if you tell them you fucking with Trump. And they be like, why? He ain't did nothing. And they going off all the bad stuff he has said. Like I say, he done said a bunch of bullshit about the Mexicans, about us, you know, going to do that bullshit he did at the drive-thru at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? I
went and bought me some fries, man. What you talking about?
But I'm just saying he'll do a lot of that, and it's divide and conquer. Like I say, like I told somebody, I was the fellas, we had a barbecue up there on Long Mountain 215.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Trump was in town. And it's a house that sits on the north side. That's the north side of Long Mountain if you're heading up. And I'm like, damn, what are all these trucks out here? Big trucks, big wheels, you know, I know brothers got them too, but mainly, you see the white guys in these trucks. And I'm like, damn, what's going on? But they're having a meeting. You know what I'm saying? They meet. I don't know what the meeting's about, but I know it's got to be a meeting because it's just a regular house.
Hey, Theo, I'm gonna mute you real quick. You got that feedback, Theo. Mute your mic, Theo. I think that's you.
I think what the audio was.
Hit your mute. Let me see. Hold on, Theo. I hit your mute. Hold on. Yeah, leave it on mute. Let me see. Maybe it wasn't you. Yeah, that was you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was you, Theo. So when you talk, just unmute it. I don't know what the feedback is. I don't know what it is. You got your computer on or something? You got your volume up on your computer? Okay, well, we good now. I'm sorry, Tank. Go ahead. Yeah, and then we're gonna go to Reg.
All right, but yeah, like I was saying, and I just looked and I'm like, damn, what's going on over there? And like I say, I said it had to be 100 trucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm like, okay. And that's why I say with us, because me and this other cat was talking, and he was like, Tank, I didn't know you thought like that. Because I told him, how a lot of people, we always talk about, let's get together and march. I told him, fuck marching. Marching ain't done nothing for us. We're a target when we march.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I look at it. Because if I'm out there marching, I'm walking down the street, I want to go unarmed and all this shit here. But now I like them brothers that do walk with their shit on their hip. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if any gunplay is happening, we got something to retaliate back with.
Right.
But I just seen that and I was like, this is some shit that need to be going on us. And like I say, saying it here, this can be seen, but like I said, I don't give a damn. We need to get together and like I said, when we have meetings, leave cell phones, leave all this extra shit at home. Just, hey, this is meetup spot. This was happening. We got to discuss some serious shit because a lot of people keep talking about what we got to do for us. Only way we can do it is to do it through us and get together. And like I say, we got to be willing to fall in line.
And stop right there, Tank. I don't want you to drift too far.
All right.
Reg, what you think about the division, man? The division that it's causing? And then we're going to go to Theo and then you, Detroit.
It's causing a lot of division, man, because you see on social media, you see friends that's been friends for a long time, people saying, well, if you vote for Trump, lose my number and delete me and all that, man. If we was friends before, we should be friends after. You can like who you like, but on the flip side, I've seen that people, they might be saying that because they might not like what Trump, one of his policies, it might affect them. And so they feel like if you're going for that, you ain't on my side. So that's part of the division, I'm thinking. I don't know.
Right. And see, Reg, I was thinking about this today, and it's like, I know who you voted for, and you kind of know where I'm riding.
Right.
We've been cool, no animosity. It's like it's a respect thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to me, that's how it should be. As Black folks, we have to stop, thinking that we all have to think alike. We all have to fall in line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Theo, what you got for us, man?
Hey Theo, real quick, can y'all don't hear all that feedback or like it's underwater?
Nuh-uh. Well, not now.
Because everything y'all said is breaking up.
Oh wow.
Say that again. Oh, we was breaking up. Theo, was we breaking up?
Sound like you underwater the whole conversation.
Got you clear.
That's on your end.
I heard you.
That's on you.
That's on Detroit end. Detroit, that's on your end, bro. Gotta be.
Detroit, that's on your end, bro. Gotta be.
All right,
It got to be. Go ahead, Theo.
All right. Okay, here.
Hey, Ken, if it's hold on real quick. Ken, hey, Detroit, if it's still doing that, go out and come back in and see if it fix it.
Because I hear some crackling right now.
All right.
That's Theo crackling. Go ahead, Theo. I'm
man, Hey man, I've been working fine all this time. Now all of a sudden tonight, come on now.
Yeah.
But no, as far as me though, for when Trump won last time, as Tank said, me and him was talking. I used to get animosity because I used to wear my Trump stuff back when he was going against Hillary.
Yeah,
so
you
this whole thing,
you've been down for a while.
Yeah. So this whole thing that's going on now, it's not so much just politics, but we waking up as a people, seeing everything in the world, looking at religion, looking at everything that we taught. We're looking at stuff totally different right now. And so what's happening with the politics is now with social media, TikTok, they really showing that these immigrants really coming over here getting free housing. And it's like, damn, we can't go nowhere and get nothing free.
Right.
You know, so people waking up, getting tired of it.
Right. I mean, that was a fact. Detroit, you back. Can you hear us? Do we sound how we sound?
Detroit, can you hear us?
Still muffled. I don't know if it's just the internet connection over here or not. You know, this North Las Vegas shit be fucked up.
Yeah, it'd be kind of bad.
You need some new towers.
You see what Nooka said? Motherfuckers don't want to hear nothing Trump got to say, and they believe everything that Kamala not saying. Shaking my head. That's facts. Everything is bad man. Go ahead.
He ain't said nothing until recently. Remember, I kept asking y'all, what is he saying he gonna do? He haven't been saying nothing. Now he trying to say he gonna about the tips and all that, but that's just recently. Before
he's been said.
What he say he gonna do?
He's been said tips, man. He said he gonna drill, baby, drill. He gonna close that border. Come on, Reg, where you been?
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Let me see what Dre said. It's designed to divide us. Same as religion. We're trained to focus on the differences. The old days, it was proper etiquette not to ask people who they're voting for. I wonder, when did this narrative change? That's a good question, Dre. It is a good question.
Oh, you know, etiquette is out the window with most things.
Yes, the etiquette is out the window. Detroit, how you feel about the division it's creating in the country, and more importantly, amongst Black people? You know, as it seems. I mean, I don't remember it being like this before.
No,
this is like one of the worst like elections. You know, when it as far as division. Go ahead, Detroit. My bad.
Yeah, I think it's just crazy. I mean, it's dividing everybody. It's dividing, just like Tank was saying. Like I say, if Trump would shut his mouth and not say some of the things he say, a lot of people be with him. And just like if she get in there, we all know they gonna think the country is weak, and they gonna come at her because, you know, she gonna be in there on her period, you know. And one of them days she gonna decide to say this and say that.
60,
but
man. She in menopause, man. She
man, they ain't gonna come at her. No.
Well, yeah, okay.
Some of them still have their periods,
but yeah, a lot of people want to see a Black person in the office. You know what I'm saying? They think, well, we're not ready for no woman to run the country. But if it happens, it's gonna happen, and they're gonna look at it as weak. And the country is divided, man. This shit is crazy. I mean, everywhere. It don't even matter, man. Especially Blacks, we divided. We should have stayed and stand together, but we don't. We can't even speak to each other.
Right.
So y'all still buying that narrative? We supposed to be sticking together? I mean, because Tank, that's where you was going, right? Ain't that where you was kind of going?
Yeah, on that, I'm talking about just on anything, like I say, because you got to look at back then. See, because like I said, what I was say, the older we get, the more shit we start paying attention to. When we was younger,
right.
You know, yeah. But sticking together, whether you're Democrat or Republican, and see, that's the problem. The people that used to support Martin Luther King, and you can go to Martin Luther King, you wonder how he got across the world. He was funded by the entertainers. Now the entertainers have became the politician. See, long as he was funded by the entertainers back then, you didn't have to worry about that politician getting blackballed out of something. Because you know Harry Belafonte did it for years. You know what I'm saying? He went out that way, and then you got all the other ones that was doing what they was doing. Just back then when they was trying to body up, you know, I mean, like I said, we already said these topics can go so many places, but these guys was trying to. You know, like the one singer was trying to get his rights to his music and shit like that when he did it, and he left, and they had that party. It's a kind of like a movie they've got made in Florida with Muhammad Ali, was Michael.
Oh, I remember that. I forgot the name of that movie though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Catch that. You know, they was trying to do their thing then, but it put a stop on it. See, the problem now, like I say, you got like I said, I just mentioned Al Sharpton a lot long. Al Sharpton is he's just somebody just threw in there. He's the most powerful.
It's a race baiter, man.
He's right. He's
Ben Crump,
right.
all them cats.
But he's the most powerful black man in the country.
Who?
Sharp.
Man, you gotta be kidding me.
No, only reason I'm saying that. No, listen what I'm saying. I'm saying it because
Theo, what you think about that? Go ahead.
They put him forth on everything. Anytime
everybody gonna listen. Everybody gonna listen.
They bring him out. Who they bring out? They bring out the same two niggas, right?
Yeah.
Who?
No,
Crump?
Because remember John? Remember the one just died, John, or what that? He used to be.
Go ahead.
It's called the Boule, Boule. He's a part of that organization. Yeah, no, not LeBron is another part, but the Boule, all those, that's the part of it, and all of them are in fraternities.
Right.
Yeah, and then another thing that I found out about what you're talking about. Oh, I seen those trucks too at that house. They keep 10 of them over there at a time.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I'm talking about there.
What's one is this?
So speaking of that, Theo, so the divisiveness. So you on social media like I am. You see the dudes, they always say, well, what if Kamala wins? What happens? Well, I got a lot of bullets at home. You seen them cats, right?
Yeah, I see them, but those the same clowns that I don't want to bring up race, not like that. But the police kill somebody black, they ain't gonna go do nothing. But if I step on their shoe, them the same ones that'll kill me quick for stepping on their shoe.
No, I said that's the ones on the other side that's saying if Kamala win, what they gonna do? The other ones.
Oh, they right there. Nah, I ain't worried about them. I ain't worried about them. We ain't got to worry about that here in Vegas.
Exactly, but they ain't gonna be shooting where ain't no black people at anyway. Who you shooting at?
You know. So that part I ain't worried about.
Yeah, me neither.
Real quick, I want to read Nuka's his comment right here. He said, yes, we are supposed to stick together. We don't have to agree on everything, but we are supposed to be one.
Right.
I mean, that sounds good in the perfect world. You know what I mean? It sounds so good, but there's really no there's a lot of distrust, whatever word you want to use. The trust ain't there.
But how do other races do it? They do
it. But do they really?
What they do, G, is this. Like I said, I experienced it working down at the local at 631 Teamsters. I can go back to when it was Ed Burke, he was the Secretary of Treasury. You had Ricky Knight, he was the president. And I watched these two white men. They were both probably 5'4" at the tallest. Mm-hmm. But those guys, those white boys in that local, fell in line with who they was going to be with. Mm-hmm. They didn't question what he was about, whether he was wrong or right. If he was wrong, them motherfuckers agreed totally with it. They fell in that line. Like I say, Ed Burke, and I'm gonna just say this because this is something I experienced. Ed Burke was for the local. Ricky Knight was for trying to get the power in the local. And that's the same shit with these politicians. You know, who you willing to fall in line with. And if we can't fall in line, like I said, if I'm the type of cat that's like, no, I can't follow Tank kind of motherfucking crazy. Yeah. So I can't follow him. So no, I ain't going with that. I don't want to follow him, but I'm gonna lead you in the right direction. You know, like I say, it was things like I said, and I can use Theo. Me and Theo agreed to disagree on a whole bunch of shit doing the union stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go this way, you're gonna go that way. But we always sat down and we chopped it up anyway after that, because that's just what I believe and what he believed on that side. But like I said, we got to get to the point where when we do sit down, if it ever come to it, we do sit down, somebody got to be able to listen. And you know, like I say, that's why you always gotta, if you had that vote and it's 7 of y'all, it's never gonna be even. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go with the flow, what everybody else going with. And that's one thing we're not willing to do as Black folk. We always want to, you know, the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, that was two sides. You know,
I'm always pulling us one way or the other. Right.
So, but now at the end of his life, like I said, at the end of his life, he realized, goddamn, Malcolm, you was right. Right. You know what I'm saying? All they did is plucked and played him. Yep. Until they got him out. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing with that, man. It's hard as hell, but I think we're the only ones like that because we all feel we are more superior than the next man anyway in the room. And unless we just feel like we're lower than him, you know, you ain't gonna say it, but you might feel, okay, I'll sit back on this. I'm gonna let Tank take the lead on this one. He seemed like, you know what he's talking about this time, but next time I'm going with G.
Right.
You know,
I got to add with Tank.
What that
I
feedback?
want to add
coming
what
from?
Tank.
Go ahead, bro.
It's perfect. It's 6 of us, all garbage man, ex-garbage man, whatnot. Prime example about sticking together. That little section we call the West Side, all of us don't pick up trash over there. But look at those areas. Look at those dumpsters areas. Look like trash over there. Then when you go into the other neighborhoods with the Mormons, all that areas are beautiful. We can't even stick together on Sunday morning to come outside and clean up our areas. So what about voting?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the little shit. It's the little bitty shit. It ain't got to be the big thing. It's the little things that will always trip you up because it's something simple, like you say. The West Side, you can ride through the West Side right now today, coming from the West Side. I can say up to where I stand, even though it's not the West Side, where it's farther west, but it's not 89106 89030. You know, because Northtown and the West Side runs together anyway, right there in that section. You know, one side is Revere, one side is 8th Street. That's North Las Vegas. That's Las Vegas. So,
and I'm gonna say this back to what you were saying, Theo, and then I'm gonna read Dre's comment, and I want to read Toya's comment. I think it has to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like going back to that point with Theo made. He said we all can't get together and get out and clean up. No, if you start with 2 people doing it,
yeah.
Then you get 3, then you get 4. It has to start somewhere. It just has to start somewhere, and then you bring people in. But like I said, I just think we're thinking of this perfect world where everybody we meet that looks like us are supposed to get in line, and in reality, that's just not going to happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you will have a group of white individuals, Asians, Hispanics. They get together, but they don't get along with everybody as no group. You know what I mean? Right. So you have to get with a group of like-minded people with the same goals in mind. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, this is what we're doing. Let's move forward with this. You know what I'm saying? That, that's what I think. Let me read these comments real quick from Drake. He said her husband is white. And she was a prosecutor. Y'all really think she'll have our best interest? I'm going to stop right there. I want to ask y'all a question. If Kamala gets in, Reg, do you think she'll have our best interest in mind?
Well, let me back up a little bit.
Okay, go ahead. Back it on up.
I'm 56 years old, and I wish I could be a prosecutor. It's no matter what position she had. When you go to college or whatever, you're gonna work for somebody. It's laws you got to go by. Whether she's a prosecutor, whether she was a defense attorney, you still got to go by these laws. So she's just doing the job that somebody else would be doing if she didn't do it. That's my part about everybody saying she was a prosecutor.
So she was just doing her job. Basically.
She was just doing it. She can't make up. Well, Jesus, you got guidelines. You got sentencing guidelines. She can't go past the sentencing guidelines if you committed a crime.
It sounds like people were saying, well, she was supposed to give you a break.
Because you black.
The hookup.
Right. The
black folks want the hookup.
Hey, dog, I know you're getting 12, but I'm going to give you 6.
But I heard she was doing some dirty shit, Theo. You want to talk on that? Wasn't she doing some dirty shit? She was holding people past their term limits, or not term limits, but wasn't letting them out. I haven't done any research on that, so I'm going to say allegedly. Right. You know what I'm saying? Theo may know a little bit more about it.
She did a whole bunch of things. She gave a man life for smoking crack because he got hit with a felony. He's smoking his own crack. It was his 3rd strike. The man got life.
Was that?
Theo, how she give life? How she give life though?
It was in the sense. There you go, Detroit. Huh?
He came into court. He's smoking crack and he got hit with a felony. Of course, the officers are all in cahoots. Don't get me wrong, but you smoking crack, is that a felony?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's your 3rd strike. It's baseball.
3 strike law, huh?
3 strikes.
It's bullshit. Theo, it's BS, but
smoking it or selling it.
There you go.
Because that's 2 different things.
But you possessing it. But you possessing it.
Okay, now he had possession of it. He's a crackhead. He's an addict.
Right.
So you telling me you lock up an addict and give him life for being an addict when you ain't giving no help?
But this the world we live in. I know somebody got.
Say it, but I'm just saying. But you got to be.
We don't know what the other 2 strikes was for. He didn't say all 3 strikes was crack related.
I know that, but I'm saying this. He was a smoker. He was smoking it. He was doing the drug.
Hey, listen to this. A guy in West Virginia, Charleston, Huntington. He was a crackhead. He had 3 rocks on him. He got 10 years for each rock, and they did it because he wouldn't tell nobody. And he told him, "I'm a smoker, I'm a crackhead," but they gave him 10 years for each rock.
See, that's when you choose to. That's when they had that power. Now they chose to do what they want to do. I'm gonna give you 10 years for each stone you had. When that's 1 possession,
right?
That's 1 possession. That's not 3 possessions. That's 1. It's still
right.
dope.
That's
right. But they gave
That's when they changed.
Detroit,
that's when they changed the crack laws.
Let's take it back, y'all. Let's take it back. We talking about her, but the president of the United States right now, who we ain't seen in about 6 months, he was the one behind that 3-strike law. Don't forget that.
And that's in California, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
every state don't have 3-strike law.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
hey, all y'all old enough to watch Beretta back in the day. What was Beretta theme song?
What was it?
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Right.
Shit.
But hey, Theo, another thing, I know everybody said she gave him. The prosecutor can't sentence you, but most judges agree with the prosecutor guidelines most of the time.
Oh yeah, they had lunch together. Oh, you got Mr. Theo coming in here. Let's get Theo.
So they share the guidelines.
Yeah, give me Theo. I'll get Theo 6, and the next one on you. We know this. Yeah.
Well, that's why they always constantly write new laws. You got to know this from that, because it started from one simple law. You know, you go back to slavery. You know what I'm saying? When there was no police force. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one simple law added on. That's why you got all these damn sections and codes and this and that. And you'll never know it. Like I said, we'll stay behind the 8 ball on the laws anyway, because the shit them change. If you don't know the first one and they got you a good attorney that's gonna look up everything, you caught up anyway.
Right. And back to that sticking together thing, that's one thing.
Don't talk.
No, we're not even that. Like you say, Tank. What if these young guys don't know the law? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lack of knowledge. We don't share enough. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about group meetings, like even conversations like this. Yeah. Even though we're older now, these are the conversations we should be pushing down to our youngsters. Yeah. I just remember me growing up. It's a lot of stuff that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And when you know better, you do better.
And like Tank said, what I mean? And when you go into court, that public pretender ain't gonna help you with them laws.
He know him.
He know him, but he's not gonna tell you because you ain't paying him.
No, you gotta give him some money. That's like me and my boys right now. My boys are 29 and 31. And when we at the house right now, like I say, and this is a little different, you know, but I'll be sitting there with the Bible and he'll be sitting there with the Quran, because that's what he's into right now. Mm-hmm. And he's reading it. And like I told him, I say, anything you got to read it very slowly. Yeah. Because if you read it too fast, you go past, you think, you know, I can read fast. Right. But motherfucking little simple words will get you caught up in there, because, you know, me, like I said, of course, there's something else. Me and Theo, we done talked hours sometime on the phone before, you know, at home. And just little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like Adam and Eve, you know, simple stuff. You know, they were first, but okay, when they ventured out, I mean, you know, that's something else. But I'm just saying, you know, I get you. You go on, you got to have discussions with your young ones. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you leaving it up to somebody else to fill their head up with anything that want to be said to them. Because if they ain't heard it from pops, like I say, they ain't heard it from pops. My pops wasn't in the house when I, you know, got of age to deal with anything. You know what I'm saying? So I, as a father, I'm trying to do the best I can to talk to them about things, because me and my son was just talking, you know, and he was crying one day, you know, a little different, but he was crying one day at his last football game. Mm-hmm. I just looked at him. I told him I didn't know how to be a father to even go up and give him a hug, to comfort him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just looked at him because I did the same thing in my last football game, and there was nobody there for me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, how do I respond to that? But those are things we gotta give, you know what I'm saying? If we, like you said, if we're not pushing that to our kids, they're gonna get it from somebody in the street. They're gonna get them. Hey, they're gonna get it from their blood, their crip, the 60 to 40, whatever you want to call them.
Right. And real quick, I got to catch up on these comments. I want to jump on Toya's. It's a long one. I feel like, and I agree with this. I feel like, from a woman's perspective, I don't feel the division is caused by the determination of brothers. I think she meant that support Trump. At least not for me. I have a problem with the way our men address VP Harris, the name calling, the sexist narratives that brothers repeat about her as if they have firsthand knowledge. I just can't roll with the negativity that our own brothers direct towards her, regardless of who you are voting for. Hey, well taken. I agree, Toya. Hey, you know, but you know, some people are gonna say what they say. So,
and I'm gonna speak on that just 1 second.
All right, because you did throw a shot out there. You did throw that shot out there.
I did. I said the bitch. Yeah, right, and I'm not gonna back up off it, because women, y'all so freely to call each other bitches and hoes and this and that. But then now, if you hear from a brother, oh, it's offensive. You know what I'm saying? You want that man to defend you to the fullest on everything, but soon as we step outside the line of what y'all doing, y'all don't like it. You know what I'm saying? We can't call you a bitch because he called me a bitch. He ain't no man. Now I'm less of a man because I call you a bitch when your actions was a bitch action.
Damn,
so you got to realize that and see women don't want to hear that. You don't get called a bitch if you ain't been doing no bitch action.
That's a topic for next week.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Hey, no, I had to let you respond because I'm not sure if Toya even heard that, but that's when I read that. I'm like, she must have heard Tank what he said.
Me say that, yeah.
Right.
But that was the topic, man. You kind of talked about that. I can't speak free. If I can't speak freely, ain't no need me speaking. I can't.
You see, I didn't try to correct you, hey man.
No, I know that.
You talk. This is an open platform.
Walls, if I can't say what I want to say, that's a problem. I might as well not come.
Right. Now, I'm not gonna never censor you.
I know that, but I'm just saying because I said that when I worked with the union. If I can't say what I want to say within these four walls, why are we here?
I'm looking at Theo. Theo got NWA in the back of his mind right now. Look at Theo. He thinking about NWA. Know him like a book.
Look,
know him like a book.
And real quick, I wanted to address that because Toya did put that, so I wanted to address the question.
Right. Hey, Gates, read what Nook just wrote. Read what Nook wrote.
Which one? Guys, I'm behind. I'm behind. Look, I'm sorry. I'm behind on this chat, y'all. Hold on. Let me go back. That one. Hold on.
Is that it?
This one right here. This one. That one.
Right. It's hard to unlearn and unteach.
You can't go around elderly black folks without them bashing Trump. They thought Obama was the second coming, and Kamala tricking the black woman with her chucks and pearls, pretending to be black to get the black vote. And see, that's the part I can't get. I can't ride with the fakeness. I can't that fake stuff. Like I see right through that bullshit. Just come out and be real with me.
It's called don't. It's called being a politician.
I know. I
both
get
sides.
it.
Trump doing the same.
All of them do it. All of them.
No, he not. No, I don't believe that.
And then they doing the thing. She graduated from Howard. You know what I'm saying? She went to HBCU.
They playing in our face, man. They playing in our face.
Hey, we want to be part of history. That's that history shit again. We want to be part of history again. Now, we was part of history when Barack got in there. Okay, now we want to be part of history. First woman. We already did history because she was the first vice president as a woman.
We love symbolism.
Trump, you know what I'm
Black
saying?
folks love symbolism. We love to be the first. Right. It's the first.
Right.
Hold on, man. Trump was talking about getting rid of Social Security. Now he's talking about no taxes on Social Security. They do the same thing on both sides.
But that's not. I ain't talking about lying. You talking about lying?
He lied too.
No. They all lie. I'm talking about being fake. I'm playing my face.
How's she being fake?
Talking about she listened to Tupac. Tupac wasn't even out. Was a little kid. It's all that fake
Tupac
shit.
Tupac and Snoop. Don't forget Snoop.
Huh?
Don't forget Snoop. She was listening to them when she was in college. They was 8 and 9 years old.
Hey, G, you heard the term.
The greens in the bathtub. It's like, come on, man.
You heard. I'm sure you heard the term short stopping, right?
Yeah.
So you will do anything to get what you're trying to get, right?
Right.
So why she can't shortstop?
I mean, she can do it. I'm just not buying it.
She might get somebody to buy it.
Well, Toya said y'all are our community leaders. It starts from the head. Toya's
I got a question.
You got a question.
Go ahead, Theo.
Just for everybody, especially for Toya. Now, when the ladies see a brother with a sister, what's the first thing they say? He sold out, right? But ain't nobody said nothing about her, have they?
Nah, they not saying nothing about her. They not all of them, but they said we was supposed to ride. Like we got to get on code. Well, she didn't get on.
She ain't even carrying his last name. Emma.
California is like that though.
You want me to tell you what I said, Theo?
What's that?
What I said? I'll be looking at them when they be like that. You said I'll be looking. She ain't fine. He can have her. Go on.
Oh, let me read this one. Toya said, but y'all are not discussing the black ministers and the black community leaders who agreed with these sentencing guidelines in California in the early 90s to combat the proceeds of sexual crime in the black community. Well, Toya, that's something you have to teach me about because I'm not aware of that. It sounds like Theo got his hand up. Go ahead, bro.
First off, when you're dealing with the mega churches, you're dealing with the 501c3s. So any rules, anything they push, they give them to them leaders, and them leaders can't say nothing because the tithes in the church do not pay the light bill. It's the government that give the churches the money, so those leaders cannot say nothing. All the big mega churches are not living off funding off tithes. They're living off funding off the government. So that's why they have to marry gay people. They have to do certain things and can't talk about it. And it's been back then since Margot Sanger came up with her abortion law back then. It's been way back since the 50s.
Hey Theo, you know who I just heard speak on that? When I was coming over here, like I said, I was listening to Luke Collins had something going on there down at Tappan Ash right now with Al Sharpton down there and Kelsey West, the pastor.
Pastor Kelsey West, yeah.
Pastor Kelsey West was speaking on it, and he said something about if he has to lose his that 50C, whatever it is, he's willing to lose it on whatever he was speaking on. But you have to have all the pastors got to be willing to step up and do that, because the black people still gonna come to your church.
Yeah.
You know, they just doing all the extra benefits they get off by having that 501c3, 3C, whatever it is.
But you got to remember too, Theo, living on their side. You talking about the 90s? We had the crack epidemic and crime and the murder was at an all-time high. So they had to do something, man, to get the shit under control.
Well,
I didn't say this right. All right.
Well,
but it started with Margaret Sanger. It started back then. It just been pushed on. That's where it started at. So you go look at the church. Everybody think, oh, the pastor keeping the money from the members. No, the members, only 20% of the members tithe in church. They get their chunk from the government. So think about it. Then the pastor go through, you ain't paying no taxes. You ain't paying nothing. So think about it. So guess what? A lot of them ain't doing the thing of God, and they just being quiet, shutting their mouth. So this started with Margaret Sanger. They pushed that thing towards the black church. They don't go to the Catholics. They don't go to the Mormons, the Buddhists. They come to us. So we are the chosen people of God, and they want to come and get us. All this election is towards us. Everything is us. Black man, everything is towards us. Nobody else.
What did you say the pastors get from the government? I missed that part. What do they get from? What do they get there?
They get funding. They get funding. They get funding from the government.
And you said, Theo, you say those times.
As far as to open the church or monthly or yearly, what funding they get for programs or what?
I don't know how it's set up. How it's set up. I can't say monthly and all that, but they get great stipends. Just put it that way.
Okay.
That money, I don't know. I don't know how it works. So, I'm not even going to speak on it. I don't really know how that money comes in.
Well,
Theo, you say those tithes that you put in church don't go to the pastor and his family?
No, it goes towards the church, but only 20% of the people pay tithes, Detroit.
Yeah.
Right, but they got the church, they the lights and all that, but that's how the pastor living off those funds, right?
Some of the mega churches, yeah, but some of the churches like mine, you know him, he work with us. He work every day. Me and him been at the same time. So yeah, so all the mega churches, yeah, they getting funding. Different churches funding.
That's why everybody popping up with these churches. The church is a hustle, man. I'm
it's a hustle. That's why I think church is a hustle.
Look, that's why, like you say, sticking together. Like you will have somebody that's part of a church. What do you say? I'm going to start my own.
Right.
I'm going to start my own congregation instead of staying over here.
But like I said, what I was getting ready to say is, all 6 of us worked at Silver State Republic Services, and I know we all had to go service a church and go service that church. Free service.
Yeah.
They don't pay.
Nope.
Not 1 cent to a garbage bill. They can get dumped every day.
3 times a day.
That's free for them, because it's just what it is. So what other things are they getting free?
Yeah.
That we don't know about. So we already know, because it was a service that we did. I know I serviced every church on the west side once upon a time. And then you can go up to your Mormon churches, your other churches. I mean, they all getting free service. So if they're getting free service for garbage, what else are they getting free? Man,
look, there's a church right down the street, right down Clayton. Man, they building a whole nother side. I'm like, what y'all need that part for?
Exactly.
They building a whole new chapel. I'm like, man, somebody ain't doing bad.
Right.
You guys hit the like button, hit that. If you're on YouTube, man, hit the share, hit the subscribe,
but
all that.
I'm gonna ask this one question.
Go ahead.
I think I don't know where you fit go after this.
No, go ahead.
Like to say Camilla, wanting to.
What'd you say her name was? I know. I'm messing with you. I'm messing. Go ahead, messing with you.
Okay, Harris, because that's not her married name is Maypop or something like that. She ain't going by the white man's last name. She's going off her last name. Right. But anyway, she wants the prisoners. She wants the prisoners the transgenders to be able to have a sex change. Where that money coming
with
from?
your tax dollars.
Yeah, with your tax dollars.
What you think about that, Reg?
They doing everything else with my tax dollars. So
you good? So you good with it? Reg is good with it.
Yeah, I am. They're doing everything else. Shit.
Reg, you can't be good with that.
Why can't I be?
My tax
dollars.
That's where you want your money going.
My tax dollars. Hold on.
It's already going to the transgender.
Go ahead, Reg. Go ahead, Reg.
No, I'm talking about to convert them. I ain't talking about just going to them. I'm talking about to make that sucker.
Right, I know what you're saying, but shit, it's shit. They got more rights than we do.
Right.
Go ahead, Reg.
I put my tax money in unemployment my whole life. G, I ain't never got an unemployment check. So give me some of that money back. No, tell me, right? Don't give me none of that back. Change 3 of them motherfuckers to sex change off my unemployment. You ain't give me shit.
Hey, Reg, what you just said, you can't get it. You ain't never been unemployed.
Okay, well, give me a refund. Give me a rebate or something.
You gotta remember, see,
a stimulus
that's paid into it. The company pays into unemployment just as well. That's why when your ass do get unemployed, they fight it because they pay into it just as well.
Okay, Tank. When I retire, they should say, "Oh, okay, he's retired. Let's give him some of the money he's paying in."
So that's a whole bunch of stuff, Reg. When the last time you had an accident?
What you mean, car accident?
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
So I want some of that money back.
We
be asking for a whole bunch of money back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, if we look at things like that,
yeah.
I want this back. I want that back. You know what I'm saying? We can't get it because that's a risk you take.
Let me turn the curve real quick. Let me turn the shift real quick.
Yeah, just in case.
Go ahead.
So, Reg, you said you fine with that. Now, a lot of them boys ain't gonna never want to come home. So now that opens up the doors for these immigrants. That opens up the doors for AI. So they ain't gonna never want to come out of prison. They can get that sex change, and then some finna go into prison to get that sex change.
Reg?
That ain't my phone.
No, that was Red. That was Red.
That's Smoke calling me. If Smoke was watching the podcast, he'd know where I'm at. So I know he ain't been watching lately. yeah. I'll put him on front screen too. Yeah, Smoke, watch the podcast, dog.
We was supposed to have Bird here. Matter of fact, let me try to call Bird real quick. Hold on, let me see. We was supposed to.
Yeah, he only across the street. So
yeah, I'm like, he probably sleep. I'm like, where the hell he at? Let me see. We call Bird real quick, see if he going. But yeah, you want to answer Theo's question, Reg?
Run it back me one more time, Theo. I was messing around with this phone. What you said, Theo?
I'm saying those people in prison. Just think about it. A lot of people want to start going to prison to get a sex change. The other ones ain't gonna never want to come home. So that's setting up everything for the immigrants and AI to take over everything. It's
to answer your question on that, am I cool with it? This is what they should do. Okay, you want a sex change? Like you say, we're gonna put you over here in this whole different side of the prison because it's gonna happen like you just said. So that's gonna be the other side of it. If you want sex change, you got to go inside. You can't be with the rest of the inmates because it's gonna happen like you said, Theo. I got it.
Well, you got too much. See, like I said, it can go to so many different things.
Yeah.
You have so much corruption in the penitentiaries.
Oh, definitely.
That they ain't gonna allow that to happen anyway because you already got too many prisoners that's been fucking inmates forever.
Exactly. So
I mean, too many correctional officers fucking inmates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just it's like I say, because once it's corrupt, it's hard to come back from corruption. The people that have the best lives right now are the people that are the most corrupted.
You ain't lying.
Trying to live a life every day on a straight and narrow, as they say. Nigga, we the ones who having it the hardest. The motherfuckers that's getting over, like I say, the nigga that's selling dope, been selling dope forever, is still living a good life. I know some of them out there, and they probably ain't doing what they was doing 30 years ago, but they doing something else. They took a new hustle because they're not afraid to take a risk.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? And just think about Biden. They asked about the cocaine found in the White House, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who don't want it? If it's in the White House, it's the goddamn presidents.
Yeah, whoever was in their last.
But whose was it? Whether his sons, we know his son was smoking plenty dope.
Hunter.
You know what I'm saying?
Hunter Biden.
So who you gonna question? Because if you find some dope at my house, it's mine. Even if it was my son's, you gonna say it's mine because it's my residence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to flip it and put it back on them because if they stop us all in the car together, that don't belong to all of us unless one person speak up for it.
Yeah.
Look, real quick, I want to read Toya's comment, then I want to play a video for y'all. Toya saying, no, that's not okay using taxpayer money for sex changes. But if you all are thinking any president can control that, it's not true. When we start being as adamant about local elections as the presidential election, then you will see more changes implemented. I want to touch on that briefly. I don't want to go too far into that, but and Reggie, I know we've talked about this before about how important local elections are.
Yep.
But just going out like, do we really know our local politicians? We put them in there. How do we hold them accountable? Are we supposed to be going to those meetings? What are we supposed to do to hold them accountable? Anybody can start on that one.
Let me say a little quick one, Tank. Yeah, you're supposed to hold them accountable. You go to them things like you said, and then
what are them things?
The council meetings, like
council
you said.
meetings.
Yeah, because you get 15 minutes to speak. Town hall meetings. Everybody gets like a certain amount of time to speak, and then you can make appointments. You can email them, right? But you can. I think you get appointments for have meetings with them too. To do that. That's how I hold them accountable. Tell them what you want.
Lack of knowledge. See, I mean, this is where we spreading this knowledge at. How do we touch base? We go vote and then we forget.
Yeah.
But the only way you're able to attend those meetings, because your life is so caught up with everything else.
We working, family.
You're taking the kids,
sports,
all that. Now, only way right now, the point of life I am being retired. Yes, now I can attend those meetings, but now that's got to be a thought I got to put in my head. When is this meeting jumping off? Is it 9 o'clock?
But can you solely make a difference?
No, you can't, because I witnessed other people that have, from the Beatrice Turners to Jerry Neal, a guy that had the same name I had, Senator Joe Neal's brother. He did all that with Marble Manor, going down there to attend these things, and he was by himself. You know what I'm saying?
And he got stuff done.
No, it was hard.
Okay.
It was so hard for him to get it done. The little things that they did give him, they gave it to him based off him raising hell. So we're gonna give you this.
Henry Thorns,
another brother. We're gonna give you this. You know what I'm saying? We'll do a little bit for the dog catchers. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do a whole bunch for him. He ain't been out there advocating for a lot of stuff for a long time. But you have a lot of black leaders don't like him because he will tell the truth.
Yeah.
No matter how he speaks it, he's gonna tell the truth, and they don't like that.
Throw it around in the air.
Right. So when you put it out there, when you put the truth out there, like I said, and I'll use myself. Nobody have ever came back to me, Tank, and said, Tank, you lied with anything with the Union Hall. I'm gonna give you the truth. It ain't gonna hurt me, motherfucker. I ain't gotta sleep with you at night. So I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. Roll with it.
Right.
And that's the thing. People can't take the truth. That's the whole thing. People can't take the truth. I mean, I can go on with a lot of other shit with this truth telling. Because if you tell a woman the truth, now you done told her the truth, and now she pissed off. You done told it to her when you should have kept lying.
Hold on, Tam. Because right there, we had a conversation about this thing before.
Okay.
Do women really want the truth?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Because then when they get the truth, that shit go on for years. You're going to constantly hear it. It could be 10 years down, 20 years down the road. You're going to hear that same shit like, God damn, that shit happened 20. I thought you forgot about that shit. Yeah. But it's still there. So, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants, in that case, nobody wants to hear the truth.
Yeah.
But when you give it to them, nobody can come back to you and tell you, you lied to me. I gave you the truth the first time. You can remember the truth. You can't remember too many lies. You got to think of some other shit.
Like you said, I gave you the truth when I went to bed and slept real good because I ain't have to think nothing else to come back with you.
Right. Theo, Detroit, y'all got anything to add to that before I play this video?
No, go ahead. I don't.
Toya said she still want to hear the truth, Tank.
She still want to hear the truth.
Go ahead with the video.
She want to know.
I'm talking about women still want to
stand on the truth. That's that's hard. But Oscar Burns telling the truth and standing on the truth sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just avoid shit because I don't want to say nothing.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to get better at it though and shit. Because some people can't just be out front and say that shit. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason.
Right. Like I said, you got to sit and you got to think before you say it. Because once you hit saying, that shit is out there.
Right. And you have to have your words because sometimes you can say stuff just the wrong way. Like, I didn't mean it to come out like that.
And saying the truth can hurt somebody's feelings sometimes. You ain't want to hurt nobody's feelings about with the truth.
But they want it.
That's a good segue. That's a good segue. Hurting people's feelings. Right now, it was Kill Tony, a comedian, Tony Hinchcliffe. I think that's how you pronounce his name. The video I made this morning, I pronounced his name wrong. He made a joke at a Trump rally talking about, he said there's a floating, what did he say? It's a floating piece of garbage.
Puerto Rico, I can't remember.
I'm going to play it. I'm going to play the video.
Oh, yeah, it's a floating garbage.
What's racist? What's not racist? Are we too sensitive now? It's this cancel culture thing. What the hell is going on? Let me play this video. Y'all, you've all seen that. Well, first I'm going to play two videos. They're all together. I'm going to play this video.
You guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right. Okay, we're getting there. Again,
enough enough lies. Donald Trump said he was going to build a wall, and George Lopez said, you better build it in one day, because if you leave that material out there overnight.
So, I mean, to be, one, he was insinuating, George Lopez was insinuating the Mexicans gonna steal his shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was at Kamala. I don't think Kamala was at that rally, but he was for Kamala.
Right, it was somebody she brought on.
Kill Tony, he did the Puerto Rican joke. Now I see all over media, everybody's in an uproar. It's racist. It's like, how could he? Now, I mean, I heard him talking about how could he talk about Puerto Rican people like that? He didn't say nothing about the people. He was talking about the land. It's like,
did you see the difference in the jokes? You catch
no, but explain it to me.
One
insinuated, one said that, but
Lopez, he Mexican.
I know, I get that.
He talking about Mexican.
I get that.
He went direct to it.
Talking about Puerto Rican.
No, I get it. Lawanda said the same thing earlier. Okay. I get that. It's like no, he ain't a white dude.
No,
he might be Jewish or something.
He's just like Camilla.
Oh, he might be Indian, huh?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is they're placing that, the Puerto Rican joke, they're placing that on Trump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why are they not placing the Lopez joke on Kamala? That's all I'm saying.
I get that
are we
point.
too sensitive? Like this whole racist thing. How do y'all feel about that? Was that racist? Can words be racist, or do you need to have power to be racist? Because they say you have to have power. You have to be able to affect a group or community.
Right.
So which one is it?
Let me jump in real fast again.
Go ahead.
It's just like the N-word. It's like people use it like how we use it with each other. And then we don't like nobody else to use it. So you see what I'm saying? With the jokes, like,
no, I get that.
He thinking this. I guess he thinking it's the same way. Well, I'm just talking about my own people.
No, George Lopez. Yeah, no, I get it. I know. Yeah.
But it's still, is it right? Like you saying, is it right to for racist joke? Is racist jokes right anyway? That's what I want. That's my point. Go ahead, Tank.
Well, are they right? Because they've been doing them all their lives.
Yeah.
You can go back to your earliest comedians. They've been doing it. I mean, it's just people have got so sensitive now. You can't say nothing without hurting somebody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? You got the gay people. You got the midgets. You can't say midget no more. You got to say small little people, whatever the hell.
Right.
You motherfucker, you're standing 5 under 4'2", you're a midget. Midget, whatever they want to call it.
The words of Jerry and
this is Tank. This is Tank Uncut. I didn't know I was gonna get this from Tank. Tank has definitely missed the podcast.
But isn't the truth? People have totally forgot. I mean, just like say, you can go ask some young folks something. I seen this one video. This is a little different. I seen them showing these young cats a DVD, right? They're like, what is that? They showed them a floppy. They didn't know what a floppy was. They didn't know what an 8-track was. They didn't know what a 45 was. And you're like, damn, okay, they really don't know because they are the cell phone age people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about all this stuff. So stuff we know, they just don't have a clue. When you thinking they should know because you're like, damn, this is a grown man. Even though you're 28, he's 30, he's a grown man. But goddamn, I forgot I got kids damn near 40. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? And they just don't get it. I mean, it's what it is. And then they want to correct is, you like I said, you can't talk about the gays. We knew the gays. It was only so many. When you went to school, it was the one or two gay guys.
Everybody had one that you knew.
Right.
Hey, real fast. My favorite comedian, Richard Pryor. They have blackballed him right now.
Like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Ken, what you think about it, Ken? Detroit.
I'm just listening to it. But you know what? You could be racist. I mean, like I said, I feel like I am. I'm gonna tell the truth. I mean, but
you racist?
Yeah.
But they say black folks can't be racist. But that's another story. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, we can't be. But just like Tank was saying, you put a person out, they ain't never seen a telephone outside, telephone inside, the yellow pages, the white pages, is all technology. Everything is technology. So if we don't teach our kids about that old stuff, they'll never know. And some of these kids, I don't think they know what racism is. Some of them don't. Because I went to all black school. My daughter went to school out here in Vegas, and she went to school with whites, blacks, Mexicans. I didn't go to school with nothing but blacks. Nothing but blacks. So some kids don't know about it until they, start hearing about it, till little stuff start happening. But I think everybody over 90 is racist.
We got some kind of way. Real quick, breaking news. It is now 5 to 5.
Oh, in the fifth inning.
The Dodgers have tied the game up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, hey, but bases loaded though for the Yankees.
Oh, is it? Oh, damn. My bad. I didn't see
that. How many outs, Ken? How many
Zero.
outs?
No, I say end of fifth.
Hey, another grand
2 outs.
Down the middle fastball.
Let's say end of fifth. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad. That's my bad.
Yeah. No, they probably about to strike about nothing. They go to the end of the field. But go ahead.
Theo, you didn't touch on that for us, Theo. The racist thing. What do you feel? What do you feel we at as a society when we talk about, this word, this racism thing? We hear it a lot right now during this election.
As I spoke last week in studio, in the end times, the Antichrist will not like women. So they're pushing a whole agenda on all of us. The he, she, me, or whatever that movement is they call, as Tank say, we don't got so sensitive. We don't change 2 sports teams, the Redskins and the Indians. Come on, man. We played Cowboys and Indians growing up. So now you change it and make you sensitive. So now what it's doing is making everybody sensitive. Look at football right now. You can't tackle. You can't do this. You can't do that. How many kids, as Tank say, you see outside playing? Everybody, they got all the information off Google search. They can't do nothing. So it's a whole agenda. It's a dark agenda. And in 2 generations, when we all gone, man, it's horrible. It's gonna be horrible out here, man.
Yeah.
Would hate to see it, man. It's crazy. I really believe it's just like it gets on my nerve when people, I can't believe he said it. It's like, calm down. They're just words. It's like, goodness gracious. Now I'm not saying go out and try to purposely hurt somebody with words and all that, but at the end of the day, we all have our own opinions. I can't get mad because Tank or Reds, have a, say something. I just don't get it, man. I just really don't get it.
Well, I was a coach over at Cane Springs for, I believe, probably about 7 years. And the kids over there, like I said, you have a large Hispanic group. You have the blacks that's over there, and you have the minority is the white kids.
Mm-hmm.
But the white kids that were cool with the blacks, and I'll never forget, I went up to the school. Went up to the school to pick up my sons, and I pull up about 15 brothers out there. One white boy. He using the N-word more than anybody. And I just looked at him, and I looked at them, and it was no problem with him saying what he was saying because he was from the neighborhood.
Right.
He was from the neighborhood. The white guys back then knew
not to.
From the neighborhood and not from the neighborhood. They knew they could not say that.
Right.
And he said it like, I just looked at him. I'm like, y'all cool with this? And they were like, what?
Hey, G.
It's been normalized. Go ahead.
Right.
Hey, real quick. It was so crazy. I went to the 2 years ago. I went to the Dallas Cowboys game, Detroit, Dallas in Dallas 2 years ago. So we had lost that game like 9-3. So I'm walking down. So all the Cowboys fans going crazy. And this Mexican, he's a young boy after I found out. But he running down, he videotaped, yeah, we won. And I was coming past him, and he say, look at this nigga right here. I said, what? And I grabbed him. I said, what? And then I looked at him. He was about 14 or 15 years old. I say, man, watch you say that around. I say, how old are you? He said, I'm 14. I say, man, don't do that. I say, man, but out there in Texas, just like Tank said, they around the blacks and they let them say that. It's like normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had to let him loose. But he was like, look at this nigga right here, laughing because I had my Detroit shit on there at war. I was like, wow, it's a whole different, they let them say it.
Yeah, like Dre said, it's just a whole different races, a whole different generation. What is that's normal. That's normal to them. It's not like what? Like what are you talking about? Like what?
Yeah, because you can just go back, just being here in Vegas, and I'm gonna use Martin Luther King as an example. That used to be Highland. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a white boy couldn't walk down Highland.
You wouldn't try.
He just couldn't. If his car broke down, you better walk across the desert.
Right.
Do not walk down Highland because somebody, for one, you coming down Highland, you got Vegas Heights on one side, you had the Gerson on the other side, right there from Lake Mead going back. You got Winslow Park. Delmonico. You had Cary Arms. So just in that area, that you might take several ass whoopings before you get to your destination.
You know what though? I always, because I didn't grow up out here, so I would, I would hear some white people say, "Oh, I'm not stopping over there."
Yeah.
Right. So that's where that shit came from. That was a history that they couldn't stop over there. Because you got some white folks, they not stopping at that. It was at ANPM right there on Cary.
Yeah, when it was the gas, it was the gas.
The gas. They ain't stepping. They ain't. I heard a white dude. I forgot where I was at. The white dude, he said if he got a flat on the west side, he gonna drive on that flat until he got through there. And this was like just maybe a couple years ago. I'm like, matter of fact, it was on Facebook. I was reading in the comments in the Facebook. They're like, I'm not stopping over there.
It's just a story that they hear, the stories they hear.
Right.
Go back to the west side. That's what they.
And hey, real quick, G, I don't know if you noticed. Like I said, I know you didn't grow up out here, but most cities, Martin Luther King Street is real short. Out here is about one of the longest ones I've seen. I know in Detroit, MLK is only 2 blocks long, and the rest, every city I go to is is not like you go down Craig. It's Craig go all the way down from one side to the other. It's always somewhere where it's small.
Everybody got a Martin Luther King and a Jackson.
Yeah, well, you got to look at Martin Luther King here is broke up between North Las Vegas. See, because once you get down there, they turn the Camino al Norte. You have into North Las Vegas. And if you go down this way, that's still I ain't gonna say it's North Las Vegas, but they wasn't letting it go no farther than a little bit farther than Charleston, I believe it goes. Yeah. Other than that, it stops right there because you got the freeway.
It's short, right?
In. So all that is broke up. But Martin Luther King is that's it. But that's what it was back then. You couldn't do it. Only people I can remember that was white, and he was the white guy that took everybody to the camps. Was like part of the boys club thing. It was a white dude named Dave, stayed in Vegas Heights in one of those apartments up top. I forget exactly what street it is, but he used to take us all on camping trips. So he was the only white dude on the west side that I can remember.
You said Boy Scouts?
Don't forget about John, Tank.
Boy Scouts, Boys Club.
I was just saying if you got your settlement, Tank. That's all.
Thank you, Angie, for the stars.
I don't know about that one,
Hey, real quick, Angie, thank you for the stars. I can't see them on StreamYard, but I'm looking at Facebook. I'm like, okay,
thank you, Angie. Thank you.
That's what Angie is saying. I'm like, I keep seeing her name, but I don't see nothing with it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I told you, don't forget about Fruit Man John. Him and Reg know about Fruit Man John.
Oh yeah, Fruit Man John. Yeah, they come through all the day. He came to all the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Sell that fruit.
He just passed away not too long ago.
Oh yeah. Well, you had to meet God, but it was some people. But I'm just saying he was doing business. He was doing a service for the neighborhood, basically, in a way. But if you just over there hanging out, it's not happening. You could be over there trying to find you a nickel bag at the time. You got your ass whooped because you should have just kept your money in your pocket and kept moving because you wasn't getting no weed and you was gonna leave broke. Whatever was going on back then.
What I want to chime with Tank said, you got to remember, we went to school, we knew about roots. Like in Texas, they took out slavery out of some of the books. So these new generations don't understand the struggle. So we still got, we still can think about movies. We can go watch a soldier story. With these new generations, they're not putting stuff out there like that no more.
Well, they say
we grew up with stuff.
I heard. I don't know how they say. Trump trying to take slavery out of the teachings.
Well, no, not in that way.
No, that's
that's
been way before him.
Taking it out, but putting it to where you can teach it the way you want to teach it. See, because right now they only allow you to teach it the way they want it to be taught.
It's a phrase for that. I forgot what it is. It's a term for that. I can't remember what it was, but I don't think that was Trump. I think it was before. What is it called?
Indentured servant. Indentured servant is what they're trying to
do. Not
the
word.
Not the word.
Taking
the policy.
The history of taking it out.
It's called something. I forgot what it's called.
And what he
was doing that.
He wanted to have the education department. He was talking about having just like somebody working there and a secretary. He said, I don't need that big ass education department that we have because we're gonna leave it up to the states.
Well, he talking about getting rid of the education department.
No, you said that's why he said. I've seen it when he was speaking. Just happened to catch this. He say, I just need somebody working there that can dictate stuff throughout and a secretary.
No.
He's saying that everybody else within their states can run it because you have just like the pastors have to do what they do.
The education department's too big for that. He can't just have a secretary. No,
it's right. That's what he said. It's too big.
Yeah.
He said you got all these people you're paying all this money to. that's in this department that you
it's too big because they need it. He can't just have one lady trying to send it.
No, you're not gonna have one person, but you're gonna have, like I say, you have the state take over and run their own. Just like the school district here, they've been talking about breaking up the school district here because they're saying it's too large. They've been talking about that for years, trying to break it up to make it up into
I heard that.
school districts. Because now if you break it up and you just say all of North Las Vegas, okay. So now we got Matt Kelly, Joe Mackey. We got all these schools on the west side that's going to get less funding.
Yeah.
Because they're going off the taxes in the area.
Right.
So now if I'm getting this portion, because the majority of the people right there around Matt Kelly, you got the Jets, you got Villa Capri, you got Sherman Gardens, you go farther down, you got all the projects that's over there. A lot of them people ain't working. So what taxes they going to put in anywhere? So that school is going to get less. But what he trying to, that's why they wanted to break it up. So if you break it up, now we get less.
So how is that going? If you break it up, how is that going to benefit the people?
I'm talking about them because, like I say, just like that there. Okay, like the presidents right now. We have the president.
Yeah.
You got whoever going to be the president is going to do what they do. We know our local government is what we really need.
Right.
So that's what it would come down to, our local government running our school districts. Because you see what the homeboy Jara did. That motherfucker made sure he got his money, and then he bounced on their ass when they started putting pressure on him. He bounced. As soon as he got the chance to bounce, but he got all his money. Yeah. He got that 800, 900,000, whatever it was he was supposed to get.
Mm-hmm.
His kids was grown. He ain't got nobody in school no more. He ain't got nobody in college. He bounced. So now you left struggling trying to get somebody, one person. Now you question her about this $20 million that's missing.
So okay, now go back a little bit. So like I said, if they break it up, so they can teach no slavery over here, but we teaching slavery over here. Is that?
Well, that's what they're doing anyway right now.
Yeah, that's what Dre was saying. They in Tulsa, that's what Dre basically was saying. In Tulsa, the laws are different.
They're doing it right now because just like open carry, go to California, you can't carry a gun with a clip in it.
Yeah.
Vegas, you can.
Yeah.
So it's just whatever the laws is. These are all they actually. I'll just say every state in America is their own country. Because we all have our we have our own president, whoever the governor is.
Yeah.
He's the dictator here.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So of course, mostly our governors here, our sheriffs, they also always Mormon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can just go on with a whole bunch of stuff. And when you start looking at it, you're like, okay, they only take these jobs. I mean, Mormons only they if they can, they're gonna always take a supervisor's job. They get a supervisor's job somehow because they know somebody. They in the clique. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's us. Like I said, come back to us again, not willing to take our own. I don't give a damn who I get a job. If I got you a job at the dump, that was on you to keep it. It wasn't on me. You ain't gonna make Tank look bad.
For sure.
You look bad when you get fired for not coming to work.
For sure.
Shit. Oh well. Next man up.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, and you know what, man? Like we was talking earlier, man. We was talking about sharing and getting that. What's that quote in the Bible? Our people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we
Hosea 4:6.
Yeah. We look. We need to share more information, and I think this podcast, damn, kind of helps that in a certain way where we can have discussions like this.
Yes.
But we definitely, as a community, need to start reading more. We need to start reading more. Michelle Alexander has a book right now. The name is escaping me. The New Jim Crow. I think that's the name of it. Oh man, it's information. It's great information in that book about the legal system, about kids is taking plea deals, getting there, and they scare them like, I'm just gonna take this plea deal. May not even be guilty. And I know that's a whole nother different topic, but we almost about to close up out here. But I want to ask, I got this last question. Critical race theory. Thank you, Toya. That's what I was thinking. Critical race theory. That's what that thing is when they're trying to take. You got a lot of white folks talking about, I don't want my kids learning that. I don't, they was like, right. So I forgot what
because they don't want to learn. They don't want to learn the truth.
Right. Dre said he think they banned that book. No way. Who banned that book, Dre? Who banned that book? All right, look, this is my last question. And this is something I just thought of. You know how we always hear about the ancestors? And I think about that a lot. I'm like, I see a lot of people complaining. I'm like, what the hell we complaining about? You know how hard people had it back in the day? So if the ancestors could look down, or if they looking down on us right now, seeing everything we going through, all our actions, everything we doing, how do you think they would feel? What do you think would be going through the head? Would they be like, I can't believe these Negroes? Or would they be proud?
Well, you got some will be proud, and you got some will think exactly like what you just said, because you're gonna have the ones that was willing to fight, that was willing to die, no matter what, and then you have the ones that's willing to say, I want to be here and survive and take care of my kids. You know what I'm saying? The kids that they may have had. So now they want to take,
So you think you have a mix? You have some say, "Oh, I'm so proud."
Always will have a mix. It started from the
give me a number. 70-30, 50 on the proud. I mean, 60 on the proud side, 40 on the.
I'll say
negative.
Be right down the middle.
50. I don't think so.
Okay,
man.
okay.
80-20, 80-20.
No,
80-20, man. Like I can't believe these Negroes.
Yep.
I'll say 55-45, and I get that number because you go back to your house nigga and the field nigga. It was more field niggas than there was house niggas.
Exactly.
And like I said, we go at the dump. We had that old saying, and a lot of people said it. You got, how we looked at it sometimes. You had your foremans. Those was the house niggas. There's only a few of them, and they put that whip on the nigga as much as they could out there in the field. You came in this way. I never forget me being a casual there. I had guys would come to me and talk about, "You're a casual, you can't say nothing in the meeting." But fuck, why y'all have a meeting then? You know what I'm saying? But I had that happen to me as a casual.
Rich, I forgot about the dirt too.
No, I'm gonna do that much closing. So
okay,
we good.
Okay,
I got a little bit. Yes.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I always look at it. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be 55, 45.
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
Theo, what you think?
Right.
I'm the wrong one to ask about that because I don't believe in the ancestors.
Oh shit! I ain't never know what that mean. I would look. I'm not even gonna have you go there. What you mean?
You the only one. You just here, and that was it, Theo. No. Goddamn, Theo.
Toya says 70 happy, 30 disappointed. As bad as it is in America, I promise we are leading the world and continue to do so in the conversation and taking action against racism. Go ahead, Theo. My bad. Go ahead.
First off, we talk about the ancestors this, looking over this. Man, we got family members alive that we don't even talk to right now. So I'll be damned. We talk about the ancestors. We got cousins we don't talk to.
Theo,
we got
going,
brothers and
Theo,
sisters.
It was a hypothetical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm the wrong one. I'm the wrong one.
Hey, but you speaking truth though, man. You speaking truth.
Yeah, no, yeah. But you know what? And that's a topic, and that's definitely a topic that that's a sensitive topic. It's a topic I like talking about because I like bringing people back together. I'm like, is it that serious?
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm a family guy. You know what I'm saying? I love family. I love trying to bring people together. That's my thing.
That's me.
You know what I mean? So
let me jump in. Give my opinion. I got a 60-40 for because and this is my thinking. The people before you, they want to know you moved the needle a little more. So we have moved. It got better for us than what is for them. So I say 60-40. They'll be proud of us.
They be proud.
Yeah,
man.
We got better than what they had, bro.
Well, we say that. Sorry about that, G. I had to
go ahead, jump in.
We got some people right now, like I say, just housing itself.
Yeah,
it's less black people that own homes now than they did 40 years ago.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They'd be embarrassed. Like these Negroes doing.
So we behind, because
they are
right
embarrassed.
They can rent, you know what I'm saying? They can rent, but now you complain about the rent because it's, like I said, let me stop off that because that's something else,
I got you.
But you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I mean, we can think that it's better because I can say with all us, just looking at where we worked at, we did pretty decent. Like I said, we had some unfortunate things that happened, but we didn't get to where we're at without breaking our back every day, going up there on that garbage company. So we know what we had to do to provide for our families, whether it was going to work every day, or we're gonna go and hustle here and do this, whatever the case may be. What I do right now, I do breaks and stuff like that. So that's some little extra. You got to have some type of skill. You know what I'm saying? Just going on with kids talking about going to school. They better get a trade.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Detroit.
I'm saying 80-20. That's why 80-20 to me.
80-20. What's 80 though?
80 is gonna be more motherfuckers that's disappointed at us.
Okay, yeah. I'm kind of with you because tell us why you think it's 80-20. Tell us why you feel that way.
I mean, like it's this country, so we so broken up. That's why I like to travel and look at other countries to see how proud they are. And just to be a black, we say, like I said, Kamala, whatever her name is, say she ain't black. Everybody says she's not black, but we just divided that position. And our ancestors, with Theo don't agree about ancestors, I think they'll look down as like we ain't sticking together because more of them stuck together back then than we are now.
Yeah, they had to. They had to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole. They
And-
had to stick together. It was
Right,
it was
like
normal.
Tank said, it was only a couple, house niggas. There wasn't too many house niggas. It was mostly field. And
Right.
just like the one field niggas say, look, at midnight, we gone. But only half of them, only a few of them gonna take off with him. So now you split again.
The 70 gonna stay because they like,
Right. The other 70 gonna stay. So it's like, damn. And then when one of them get caught, out of that 30%, who gonna just give up and who gonna fight?
Right.
Right.
So like I say, we not, and it's so crazy that like Taylor said about all the houses. It was a point that I said, man, I'm gonna rent all my life, you know what I'm saying? But then I put in for it and I got it. But a lot of us lost houses because of the pandemic and all that stuff. And some people just quitting. They giving up. They're not going back to fight for what they had.
Right.
Yep.
So
yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna read Toya's comment. So she said, also, I am very proud of y'all for this conversation. It is very eye-opening and much needed. Most of all, a non-confrontational conversation leads to understanding. Even if you don't find agreement, you do find understanding. And that's what me and Reg talked about before the show today, right, Reg?
Yes, sir.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
We can, sit up here and talk. All right, it was Tank. I thought I talked about that today. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But hey, I agree 1,000%. And that's what this is about. Whether you come up on a panel, whether you're in the chat, this is not about confrontation. This is just about a conversation. I don't want everybody to agree with me. I really don't.
Yeah,
because I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know when I'm off path.
Right.
I like to look and say, "Oh, I never thought of it like that, Reg. I never thought of it like that, Theo." Like I love Theo's takes. Theo always gonna give me something to make me go. That Arsenio moment. That
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
he gonna give you the fire at all times. That's one thing I can say about it.
Right.
He gonna give you the fire, whether you like it or not. But hey,
Right.
if you talking, if you open up a conversation with him, hey, whatever you get from him, you're gonna get because you're not gonna hold back. But that's why I was saying earlier, G, when we got to talking. You can get to talking and either you're gonna let it flow or you're gonna hold back. You're gonna hold back something that you really want to say. That's why I said, fuck it, I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
Right.
You might not like me saying that female is a bitch, because just like some bitches, you got some punks, you got some faggots, they all fall in line where they need to fall in. Whether you want to believe it or not, they will fall in line. You gonna do something, go do some dirt with some guys.
Stop being nice guys finish last, man.
You gonna see who's standing up front or who gonna fall in back.
Nice guys finish last. Red, you wanted to finish off with something.
I just want to say on that topic, man, because when you talk to somebody, man, you open-minded, a good point is a good point. There's no denying it. It's just stick to you if he got a good point. You know what I mean? Unless you just come in there with blinders on. That's all I had.
Right.
I thought we might not go into the Dirk thing because we might be another 15 minutes. So yeah,
no.
Yeah, we away. I mean, it was a good conversation. We talked about next week this time. It'll be a new president. Man. Hey, look, whatever happens, look, everything gonna be all right.
Hey, they might not be finished counting next Friday. Shit.
Right? Yeah, you ain't lying. I think. But this is our last thing. Give me a prediction. Who wins? Who's the next president? Give me a prediction, Tank.
Oh man. Unfortunately, like I say, I think Donald Trump is going to win.
You think Donald Trump? Unfortunately, so why you didn't vote for Kamala if it's unfortunately?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going to, but like I said, with him, I think he's going to win because he has a lot. Like I said, whether people want to believe it or not, he has a lot of black youth that is voting for him. He has a Hispanic group that's voting for him that you think that is doing. You have a lot of Muslims that are voting for him. So you got to think, okay, and I'm just looking at stuff that I've seen. I'm like, okay, brother got this Trump hat on, and I know he's a Muslim, and you got a lot of people that is voting for this dude because he's about whether how crazy it sounds. How you listen to in between stuff, how crazy it sounds. He said a lot of bullshit, but he's about America. He's about keeping America
first.
He's about America profiting. And like I say, he raising taxes on and bringing the shit in from the ports. He doing that for a reason. Right. Start building that shit back here in America, and then we ain't got to worry about getting it from Asia. We ain't got to worry,
Dre,
you know what I'm saying?
Look what Dre said. I didn't think about that, Dre. He said a Muslim would never vote for him. That's a good point. That's a good point.
So you know what I'm saying? Because they put him in a certain place.
Hey, Detroit.
What?
Detroit a for a woman.
Theo, what's your prediction?
Man, it's gonna be Donald. Reason was the lady was leading, but they kept putting her on TV. And every time somebody asked her a question, she always diverted to Trump. And in his last interview that she did with Shannon Sharp, man, he left the comments open. She got destroyed. Then Trump did that interview with Joe Rogan. It don't broke the internet. So she had the sway, but this last month she lost it.
Detroit.
Well, I disagree on what Dre said that a Muslim wouldn't vote for a woman. That's not true. But I think Trump will win. I think they're gonna put him in. They're not ready for a woman to run the country.
They're not ready. Reg, what you feeling? What's your prediction?
Be honest, I don't have one, G.
You don't have no prediction?
It can go 50-50. So
50?
when I wake up in the next morning, I'm gonna know. I really don't know, man.
Well,
yeah.
I think something crazy gonna happen. I really think something crazy gonna happen. So I don't really know. I'm leaning Trump, but I don't want to be like, I don't know, man. I just think something crazy gonna happen, man.
Question for you, because I remember you said this probably 4 or 8 years ago. What is tomorrow? Is the next skin gonna be any different?
Right? No, I still feel that. I still feel that. I still feel that.
I know that.
I still feel that same way. And it's like, I mean, yeah, I can go into that, but
right.
I get that. Like I say, because I haven't seen like a big difference. I still got to go out there and grind and work, so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, whatever happens.
Yeah, right. I hope she win.
Go ahead.
I hope she win, but something gonna happen, like you said.
If you hope she win, why you didn't vote? If you hope she wins, how come you didn't vote for her?
I did vote for her.
Oh, you did vote? I thought.
Yeah, I voted yesterday.
I'm kicking you off the panel, man.
No, remember what I said? I said if Biden and Trump had ran together, I wasn't voting.
Okay.
And then I told you I was voting for her because I said they say she black, they not, but she's a black woman to me, and I went with the Democratic Party. So
hey,
what it is.
Hey, guess what? Much respect. It don't matter over here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What's the going again, Ken?
6-5 Yankees.
6-5 Yankees, yeah.
6-5 Yankees. Dodgers gonna win. 9th inning, home run.
The Lakers lost.
So Lakers lost.
They put Brody in. They're screaming for him in Cleveland, so they put him in the game.
Junior.
They put him in.
Ass up had about 20 at halftime.
Right, so they put him in.
They put him in. Well, you guys have a good week. We want to thank everybody that's in the chat. Angie, Dre, Toya. Thank you, Toya. Oscar. Who else? Nuka.
Nut was in there.
Nut. I might forget somebody if I don't scroll fast enough. Ed, Big Ed. Dre. I said Dre already. I think that's it.
I see how this time can go by, man.
Yeah, it goes by real quick, man. Thank you, guys. Theo, thank you. Detroit, thank you. We'll be back next week, man. Like you said, if you guys have any topic ideas, man, hit us up in the chat. Reach out. You can reach out to Reggie, whoever. I'm not sure who we're gonna have in this seat next week. Yeah. Shay should be back next week. We were supposed to have Bird this week, but it is what it is. Something must have came up. But like you say, man, y'all have a good week. And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.